Hello YouTube! In this tutorial we will learn about how to create kinda switchboard in JavaScript. For example, when end user enters something on your website through HTML form or something, then based on that entry some action need to be activated. Well, yeah, that's the theory. So first thing first, we must have a place where end user will type that choice, that option. So var option, and in this case option will be generic box where we will put those individual user decisions. So let's say that decision in menu of some game, let's say, will be A, okay, or 1, whatever, that's actually not important. So this is just the box where we will put these dynamic things that we are grabbing from end user. It can be A, B, C, whatever. Right, so after that we must use switch. That's a JavaScript keyword, and not just in JavaScript, also in many other programming languages. So after that you need to state where is that box where end user type stuff. So in this case this is option. So option, it can be something else in your case, it's totally up to you. So now when we have that thing that we have grabbed from end user, we want to do something based on options, based on cases. So we must type here case, and this is stuff in JavaScript keyword. So this is why you have different colors than your custom stuff. So this is covered in JavaScript stone, case and switch and var and so on. And this in complete black letters, that's what's up to you. Okay. So variables and end user data. Okay, so case that end user types A here. You use what's the term here in English? Quotes, not quotes. I don't know. 2 dots. Who cares? So I can't think about this name on top of my mind right now for some reason. Maybe I'm losing it. Anyway, so based on that user entry, we need to do something. So document. Right, user needs A. User needs A. Okay, so sorry, that's one option. And after that, when you are done, you must cancel all other options using break. Okay, so every time when you get the stuff done with one action, in one specific case, you need to stop here, because what's the point of switching board if all other buttons will be pressed at once? Okay, so different dedicated case for dedicated break and dedicated action and reverse. So let's use this as a structure for next cases. Let me just copy paste this down there, here. So case that end user enters B, we will print user needs B, and the same thing for third option, let's say, and that's I think enough to understand. Case C, user needs C. So just think about these lines, that there are some really important functions in your program, whatever. So this is when end user enters something that is known for that person, A, B, and C. But what if end user wants something default, or end user doesn't know that there is more options, or end user doesn't enter anything? Well, then you will use default case. So default, okay, and then we will, in this case, we will just alert things on the screen, like I am from default, or I'm default action or something, who cares? And that's pretty much it. So now, because this thing is hard-coded, when I refresh, I will got user needs A. If I type C here, then user needs C will be printed. Okay, so that's cool. Our switchboard works correctly. So if user wants B, user needs B. And if you don't type anything here, empty space pretty much, you have that default alternative. Okay, so this default is like a else in if-else statement. So this is like if, and then this is like else. Okay, so that's like an analogy. And some people prefer one option, some people prefer another option. It depends what they are doing, what's their background, but over time you will get that feeling when one option is better than another option. Okay, so some people will use if for something, some people will use switch. Over time you will crystallize the things. So if you're a beginner, sorry, if you're a beginner, don't torture yourself when you need to use switch or if. You will get that over time. Right, so just remember, every time when you have switch statement or switch block of code, you must have switch here, and then option. That thing will be dynamic, like from variable, okay? And then you'll have case this, case that, and do corresponding actions. And when you are done, you must break execution here, because if you want to have cases, then you don't need all other things. So that's the point. You are separating things here based on end user requests. And this is actually very important, not just for JavaScript, but also for many other programming languages. I really like this switch stuff. It simplifies way how I'm thinking about options while I'm programming. I really love it. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. As always, thank you for watching, for support and subscription, and see you next tutorial.